What is your name and who do you play?
Hi, my name is Jesus, and I play the lead of Morris Nyborg and also the character of Jake Strong.
Hi, I'm Alexa Runas, and I play Sybil, who is also playing a girl named Mona.
My name is Jonah Spittler, and I'm directing the show.
What is your favorite thing about the cast and crew?
My favorite thing about the cast and crew is they're definitely really into their character. Our first day, our first read, when each of them read for them, I was amazed. I was speechless. How, just amazing, just right off the bat, these guys got into characters so easily and so quick. It just inspired me to be on par with each and every one of them.
My favorite thing about the casting crew is that everybody really takes their liberties with the malleability of the characters. And I personally have taken my liberties with that. And yeah.
My favorite aspect would probably be the duality of each character that's playing a character on the show. I think it's really interesting to see these stark personalities contrasting with each other. I think it's something that's really interesting and hasn't really been explored, especially in murder mystery comedies. It's something that's not really there. I also just love the fact that it's a soap opera set. That's such a weird setting for a show that I absolutely fell in love with.
Tell us about your character.
My character, Morris Nyborg, he's as what they say is a has-been. He's 35. He used to be a playboy in his 20s, but instead he has reached his peak, and now, like I said earlier, he's nothing more of a has-been.
My character, her name is Sybil. She's changed her name for 50 times because she came from Russia after she's a refugee, and she came to America. And since she was getting blacklisted so many times, she had to change her name every single time. And she also plays this one woman. Her name is Mona, and she's a confused old lady, just like Sybil in real life, who lives in Mexicanadia. A made-up world.
I direct the show. I give blocking. I give acting critiques. Tell actors, hey, maybe you should go in more of this direction or this direction. I run rehearsals. The day-to-day.
In what way or ways do you relate to your character?
Oh, it's a funny way. And the way that I highly relate to Morris is whenever I talk to my colleagues, I always seem to get rejected, or I always seem to be on the path of hitting on them, or I always, I would always they'd always think I hit on them, but really I'm just trying to start a conversation, and that's not my intent at all.
My parents are immigrants. Sybil is an immigrant. And Sybil, something that we both have in common also, is that Sybil really gets triggered by other people's conversations, and she often bursts out and starts talking about her life. And I do that all the time too, until it gets to a point where people start thinking that I'm just talking to myself.
Oh. Well, I love Sybil a lot. I love Mona a lot. They're the same character, technically. But Sybil and Mona are just so hilarious. Fun fact, I did not plan on Sybil having a Russian accent or being of Russian descent. And the actress who played Sybil, Alexa, came out with this Russian accent. And it was the best thing ever, and it made me love the character even more. I also love Ollie. Ollie's one of my favorite characters too.
What is your favorite scene or line from the show?
My favorite scene is definitely with my counterpart Amy, who is my secret lover, and I'm visiting her after hearing that my wife is the son of my arch nemesis, and which brings me to my favorite line is a line that I take pride in. It's a line where I get vicious and I yell out loud. I start up subtle, and then, for the peak of it, I yell it out. And that line is Valencio di Carpaccio, where I scream out di Carpaccio every single time.
My favorite scene from the show is towards the end of Act 2, where Brooke is shot by a gun, spoilers, and afterwards she still has to film the other episode that they need by the next morning, which I'm quite interested to see how that plays out because, I mean, I'd assume it's quite hard to film a show while you're bleeding your guts out, so.
My favorite scene has to be Ollie's death scene. The way that it's done with the lights out and you just hear Ollie screaming, it's hilarious and it's also really scary. I think it's one of the few times in the show, it's the first time that we ever see anyone die in the show, but it's one of the times in the show where it's truly kind of scary. I also love Ollie's line, after Brooke is the most sarcastic person on the planet, he just turns around and goes, "Love the attitude, Brooke." I love that line. It's hilarious.
What are you most excited about for this show?
I'm definitely most excited about just seeing it all together, seeing it with the set, seeing it with the costumes, being like once again being able to work with like such amazing, talented people. I'm just really excited for the final project.
I think coming back as an old lady, I've played an old lady before, and the seizures, again, spoilers, I've also done those, and it's just very nostalgic to revisit some characters that I've had in the past and incorporate that into my character.
I'm most excited to see the cast and what they've created. I think that being a part of a show, especially at such a young age, being in high school, it's there's a lot going on, and I think being a part of theater is such a positive experience, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing the end product and seeing their smiling faces as they bow and stuff. I think that that's probably the most rewarding part of being a director.